I hereby constitute this whose purpose is to acknowledge and confer degrees as will be announced. Good morning, everyone. May I request the congregation to sit.
Sanibonani, Molweni Dumelang Mora, good morning, and welcome to the 2025 Spring Graduation Ceremony. My name is Alan Khan. I'm the Senior Director of Corporate Affairs, and it's my privilege and pleasure to serve as your Program Director at this morning's graduation ceremony. I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Tandwa Mtembu, the Chairperson of Council and members of DUT Council, President of Convocation, members of Convex and our broader alumni, members of the executive and senior management team, members of faculty and my colleagues from the administration and support services units at DUT, to our internal stakeholder leaders from the Institutional Forum and our unions, the President of the Student Representative Council, members of the SRC and our Student Parliament, all protocol observed. A very special welcome to our very beautiful and handsome graduands seated in their red and black robes in front of us, to their parents, guardians, family and friends, supporters and funders, and welcome to you, all of our honored guests, those assembled in the hall this morning and those who are currently watching us on our live online stream. It is an absolute honor to be with you this morning as we celebrate excellence and applaud our adaptive graduates for their academic achievement. Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, we humbly request that you stay for the entire duration of our graduation ceremony. It is equally important for those who would graduate and walk the stage from the first and second rows, but every single graduate deserves our attention and applause today. So we look forward to you being with us for the duration of this morning's graduation ceremony. The DUT Envision 2030 strategy, which was launched by our Vice Chancellor and Principal in 2020, is continuing to have a meaningful impact on our university. We are very grateful and extremely proud of all of our students and staff who consistently live the values and principles as enshrined in the DUT Envision 2030 strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, a total of 940 adaptive graduates will walk the red carpet as we host 4 graduation ceremonies over 2 days here in Durban for our spring graduation season. Therefore, in 2025, when you take the 940 adaptive graduates over today and tomorrow and add that to the autumn season, DUT has produced 8,270 adaptive graduates in this year. This spring, 59% of our adaptive graduates are women, which means at DUT, ladies continue to dominate our graduation sessions, and that girl power is alive and well at the Durban University of Technology. Let's keep on rising, ladies. Honored guests, during our 4th and final graduation ceremony tomorrow afternoon, DUT will be awarding an honorary doctorate to the legendary South African business leader, Mr. Sipho Nkosi. Mr. Nkosi has held leadership roles at Sasol, Anglo American, and Exaro Resources, amongst many others. And we are immensely honored to welcome Mr. Nkosi, and soon to be Dr. Nkosi, into the DUT family tomorrow afternoon. Those who will graduate today will now become members of our DUT alumni. I hope that you will become active members of our alumni and members of our convocation that will support your alma mater. Please engage with our team from the Advancement and Alumni Relations Unit to get closer to the university as you spread your wings and head off in your careers. In a short while, we'll be inviting our graduates to join us on stage. And this is an exciting moment. We realize you've put in the hours, the weeks, the months, and the years of sacrifice and commitment to get here. Some of you, as you may be listening to me, could be planning your own concert and performance on the stage today, and we realize the jubilation you will feel, but we humbly request and ask that you help us to maintain the decorum and dignity of the graduation ceremony, primarily because once you are called on stage and your name is announced, there is another adaptive graduate who also deserves to have their name heard loud and proud. Their family and friends who are here and those who are watching also want to enjoy the moment. So we ask you to please celebrate responsibly, think about others, enjoy the moment, and when you are here on stage, smile, look good for the camera, because these photographs last a lifetime. Also, to the ladies who are brave enough to wear high heel shoes, we have railings, so please hold on to that. We do know that you could get a bit nervous. We don't want any accidents, okay? Now's the time to sort out the mascara and lipstick and get the hair hundreds, because these photographs you'll be showing your grandchildren one day to say, this was the day, the 18th of September, 2025, that I walked the graduation stage. Our graduates will soon be lining up to be presented to the Vice Chancellor and our colleagues on stage. But before we get to that, I'd like to call upon the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Accounting and Informatics to commence with the presentation of our graduands. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Olugbara.
Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer degrees and award diplomas on the graduates from the Faculty of Accounting and Informatics, who will be presented to you and is absentia to those whose names appear on the program.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer the degrees and award the diplomas.
Faculty of Accounting and Informatics, degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Information Technology. Title of thesis, Digital Transformation of South African Maritime Higher Education and Training. Supervisor, Professor S. Balk. Co-supervisor, Professor O.O. Olugbara. I now invite the head of the department to read the summary of the thesis.
This study investigates the digital transformation of the maritime higher education and training (MHET) sector in South Africa. The MHET sector is currently facing multiple challenges, including increasing demand for digital literacy, slow adaptation to new technologies, insufficient policy frameworks, a global degradation in youth participation in maritime careers, and industry demand for highly skilled and adaptable seafarers in a rapidly changing technological sector. The purpose of this study was to develop a model that can help to explain the critical requirements for digital transformation of MHET institutions in South Africa. Consequently, a structural model based on the factors of cost, inclusiveness, virtual exchange, generative skills, and blended learning was developed and statistically tested with real data collected from lecturers at selected MHET institutions in South Africa. A blend of structured interviews consisting of open-ended questions and a questionnaire of closed-ended questions was used to collect data for validating the effectiveness, accuracy, and reliability of the model. This study results have direct implications for transforming learning curricula and teaching pedagogies, facilitating industry collaboration, and developing effective policies for the South African MHAT institution. The research conducted for this thesis has been published in 6 different academic journals, which demonstrates the importance of the study, its impact on the field, and why it was a worthwhile area to investigate.
Vice Chancellor, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Information Technology, I present Masuku Margaret Balongile. Degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Library and Information Science. Title of thesis, Towards a Multimodal Framework for Work-Integrated Learning Assessments. I now, the supervisor, Dr. N. Sento, co-supervisor, Professor M. Rajkumar. I now call upon the supervisor to read the abstract of the thesis.
The denotation of work-integrated learning is a structured educational paradigm that integrates theoretical knowledge with practical skills to enhance student success, employability, and career readiness. Nevertheless, designing an effective assessment and curriculum integration framework is one of the serious challenges that can impede the widespread implementation of quality WIL programs. The aim of this study, therefore, was to apply existing literature, constructivist grounded theory, and statistical techniques to explore, develop, and test a flexible multimodal framework for WIL assessments. The developed framework is based on the real themes that emerged from structured interviews focusing on WIL preparation, industry placement, and post-industry placement experience of participants. Data was collected from academic staff involved in WIL programs at the Durban University of Technology and used to test the developed multimodal framework for WIL assessments. The framework can benefit students by providing actionable feedback from industry partners or directly from students for learning improvement. Moreover, educators can better comprehend the relevant set of skills needed by students and adapt their teaching pedagogies and assessment practices accordingly to enhance overall achievement. Thank you.
Vice Chancellor, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Library and Information Science, I present Rakoma Pamela Portia Tembeka. Degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Library and Information Science. Title of thesis, Adoption and Maintenance of the Next Generation Integrated Library Systems in Academic Libraries. Supervisor, Professor M. Rajkumar. Co-supervisor, Dr. N. Sento. I now invite the supervisor to read the abstract of the thesis.
Fourth Industrial Revolution has significantly influenced academic libraries in higher education institutions by deepening digitization, increasing automation, and expanding services beyond physical spaces through 4IR technologies. These technologies include artificial intelligence, virtual realities, robotics, cloud, and crowd computing. Nonetheless, library information science professionals who have accrued their skills over decades are facing challenges in managing a variety of print and digital resources with limited budgets. This doctoral thesis was undertaken to explore the nature and extent of adoption and maintenance of next-generation integrated library systems in academic libraries. This study applied the unified theory of acceptance and the use of technology, Gardner's hype cycle model, and Siguenza's Guzman's framework to develop a structural model of LIS adoption and maintenance. The key findings reveal that most academic libraries have adopted ILS, with early adopters stating that academic libraries need more collaboration through library consortia to achieve their ILS goals. The study has recommended systems, methods, and processes to be implemented by the LIS sector to support LIS professionals in gaining the necessary technical and technological skills to improve productivity. The research work provides LIS professionals in academic libraries with important insights into the phenomena associated with the adoption and maintenance of integrated library systems. Thank you.
Vice Chancellor, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Library and Information Science, I present Sikosana Regina Valingani. Degree of Master of Accounting. Title of dissertation, Taxation Implications of Bitcoin, a South African Perspective. Supervisor, Professor M. Stumke. Vice Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Accounting, I present Sinegugu Portia Makusazana. I now call upon the relevant HODs to present the graduates and diplomandi as per the program. Thank you.
Vice Chancellor, I now present postgraduate diploma in accounting. I now present postgraduate diploma in business and information management. Ahmed Mohammed Faiz. Postgraduate diploma in business and information management, Arnold Linda. Msani Tabisa Desre. Postgraduate Diploma in Internal Audit, Mbele Michelle Caroline. Postgraduate Diploma in Management Accounting, Khumalo Mbalenhle Nontethelelo. I now present degree of Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology, Honours, Biela Simpiwe Tembile. Sibiya Mncedisi. Adupako Ebenezer Kofi. Degree of Bachelor of Information and Communications Technology, Hadebe Nosihle Amahle. Mkhize Nkosenhle Maswell. Naidu Divan Dasi. Ngubane Wandile Asanda. Zondi Olwetu Asanda. Vice Chancellor, I now present Advanced Diploma in Accounting, Mbanjwa Nompilo. Ngobo Philakahle. Nsibande Ntando Purity. Ngumalo Clarence Nthokozisi. Advanced Diploma in Business and Information Management, Hlophe Qiniso Russell. Khanyile Nokuthula Nompumelelo. Mbele Sipiwe Pindile. Advanced Diploma in Business and Information Management, Mkwetane Cornelia. Mwanza Kasange Jinin. Advanced Diploma in Information and Communications Technology, Madela Kulani Andile. Xulu Mpendulo. Advanced Diploma in Internal Auditing. Dladla Nokubonga. Zigalala Nomkhosi Nomonde. I now present Advanced Diploma in Management Accounting. Gaba Nospiwa Zolega. Jam Tabisa. Khoza Makhosazane. Advanced Diploma in Management Accounting. Masagazi Tulumanto. Thank you. Mtuchana Snovuyo. Mkize Akona. Mkize Nosipho. Mtimkhulu Mlamuli. Shange Nonhlanhla. Zungu Nokhanya Innocentia.
Vice Chancellor, for Diploma in Accounting, I present the following candidates. Buthelezi Nhlanzeko Sithabiso Lethiwe. Dayalal Ajit Kumar. Dlamini Luyanda. Dlangalala Lungelo Kwenzokuhle. Dan Jess Hannah. Kwabuzela Talente Thembeka. Josie Amanda. Kanyile Kwanda Leslie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Kumalo Lindelani Tobisi. Mabaso Sithembokuhle Nkosenye. Dletshe Philani. Songo Langelihle. Mkhize Duduzile Caroline. Mlambo Bongekile. Mlambo Lindokuhle Nomcebo. Mlambo Pinky. Mukatsanyane Precious. Mseleku Nozibusiso. Msomi Qiniso Fortunate. Mthembu Ayanda. Mthethwa Nonkazimulo Angel. Dwandwe Mayibuye Eugene. Thank you. Dwandwe Nothando Nonkosini. Nokakala Esethu. Tiantia Yolanda. Ngumalo Abelwe Esethu. Nyathi Siphokazi. Hatebe Andile. Shabalala Busisiwe. Shange Simo Asanda. Shanmugam Keith Lister. Sikhosana Slungile Anele. Thusi Sifundon Putuko. Zondi Asanda Noluthando. Zondi Fundiswa Goodness. Zulu Tselimpilo Sandile. Zwane Bonga Wise. I now call upon the next reader.
Vice Chancellor, for Diploma in Business and Information Management, I present the following candidates. Uthelezi Luthando Nzuza Blessing. Cele Wandile Trinen. Tiko Fezisiwe. Dlamini Bongane Edward. Dlamini Lindokuhle. Dlamini Lwazilenkosi Lungelo. Kumede Asande Pierce. Hlongwane Thabiso. Keswa Sisanda. Khoza Gift. Khoza Sibekezelo Lungi. Makacha Avumile Boko. Mandebeta Sinoyolo Caroline. Mahlangu Lungelo Siposetu. Manzi Tutukane Justice. Mazibuko Enhle Sisanda. Mhlongo Andile Jr. Mhlophe Nomfundo. Mkhize Minenhle Thandaza. Mkhize Nolwazi. Mlaba Mfundiswa Amanda. Mlambo Nontobeko Qiniso. Mloyi Nqobile. Ngoma Amanda. Mnguni Sinqobile Fortune. Nyaka, Mazwi, Tandulwazi. Mpogwana, Zingisa. Mthemba, Sipesihle, Sinethemba. Mthembu, Ngobi, Selby. Mthembu, Siphile, Phumelele. Mthombeni, Thabani, Fortune. Mieza, Nonjabulo, Zodwa. Ndlangisa, Noluthando, Sibonga konke, Promise. Ndlela, Olwethu. Ngidi, Nombulelo. Ngubane, Thobile. Njogo, Mhlengi. Nkomuzwayo, Akhona. Nojieza, Melusi, Samkelo. Nojieza, Tsindiso. Ntozakhe, Mbali. Ntshangase, Sinenhlanhla. Nxumalo, Khensane, Ovia. Nxumalo, Simnikiwe, Khulasande. Nxumalo, Siphumelele, Phesi. Blank. Thank you. Blank, Nhlakanipho. Hadebe, Ntokozo, Tebokhosanele. Sibiya, Kululeko, Freedom. Sichata, Nibone. Thobela, Nonduduzo, Sithabile. Xaba, Sinenhlanhla. Xulu, Siboniso, Sibonga konke. Zuma, Zuma, Kosinathi, Mlingo. Zungu Bandile. Zungu Nonhlanhla Nothando.
Diploma in Information and Communications Technology in Applications Development, Biela Tabelihle. Dube Noluthando. Gumedo Siqiniseko Vusi Junior. Hlophe Fezeka. Jila Samgelo Hopewell. Kuzwayo Sibonakelo Dumazele. Mahlangu Siyabonga Innocent. Majola Mondli. Makhanya Lindokuhle Truth. Manqiya Kosinathi Kwanele. Mathebula Mthobisi Bongumusa. Mkhize Phila Samkelo Martin. Mkhize Ziyanda Zamagcwabe. Muhlabelwana Thembile Chantel. Moloi Mluleki. Thembu Lwazi Brilliant. Thembu Manqoba Ayanda. Thembu Njabulo Prosperous. Mtiyane Nduduzo. Ndlala Nokwanda Thembelihle Candice. Ngongo Lindokuhle Sipho. Ngobese Pumelelo. Nzama Nosizwe Andiswa. Shezi Tulile. Sugazi Kolani. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wanda Nompilo Millicent. Wosiyane Luyanda. Zikhali Asanda. Dlamini Sibusiso Bongumenzi. Diploma in Information and Communications Technology in Business Analysis. Dlamini Slindile Zinhle. Kasela Wandile. Kumalo Nomhlangano Bridget. Kumalo Standile. Lushaba Spelele Given. Majola Kosiapa Innocentia. Makaye Asipe. Masugu Spageme. Mata Lirato. Kunu Arthur Andile. Ngadi Twentle Precious. Mthembu Sibonelo Silwane. Yeni Sipiwe. Mzobe Ayanda Phumelela. Ndlovu Tutsuko. Ndobe Sphokazi Londiwe. Ngidi Sibongiseni. Ntinga Nomonde, Duli Asanda, Qeda Siphelele, Shange Liboho Akona, Shongwe Nelisiwe, Sithole Nozipho,
Internal auditing. Internal auditing.
Vice Chancellor, for the Diploma in Internal Auditing, I present the following candidates. Biela Themba, Khuzwayo Sinempumelelo, Mieni Snothile Nonteselelo, Khelo Mpumelelo Magabongwe, Zungu Senamile Minenhle, for Diploma in Library and Information Studies, I present the following candidates. Nwaife Nolthando Londiwe, for Diploma in Management Accounting, I present the following candidates. Dimba Snobile Alwande, Duma Pilasande, Gaz Untaganipho Kolega, Gwantu Londega, Khanaga Boitumelo Basetsana, Riba adiswa. Skosana andiswa. Ulumthobisi Nqobani. Mkhize Mbalenhle Bongekile Patience. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just add, firstly, my appreciation for your attention and your applause, for the respect that you've shown the graduation ceremony and all of our adaptive graduates and their family and friends. Before we continue, I'm going to ask those adaptive graduates who haven't put on their mortarboards yet, you now have the right to put this on. I know some of you have spent hundreds, maybe even thousands of rands on your hair, your weaves, your extensions, but enjoy the moment, and if you are able to, put on your mortarboards, because in a few minutes I'm going to ask you to throw it in the air, so you need to have your mortarboards on. Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'd like to join me in congratulating all of our adaptive graduates on a job well done. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So to our adaptive graduates, we know that it's early in the day, but I'm sure your partying is going to continue as you walk out of the hall and into tonight. Now, in the old days, they used to say, what happens in Vegas? Not anymore, right? What happens in Vegas stays on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. So we know you've got your mobile phones, we know you've taken your photographs, your videos, so please share that with us. We would love to see you celebrate with your family and friends. Hashtag DUTGrad25. DUTGrad25, and we can all enjoy the celebrations along with you. Now, graduates, I know that your journey to this day has not been an easy one. You know the struggle and sacrifice that you've had to invest in achieving the success that you've attained today. You know the amount of time and energy that you've placed in your studies. You remember the early mornings, the late nights, the challenges of life. You remember the disruptions of load shedding. You remember on a Saturday night when your friends would call you and they would say, let's go party. And what would you say? No, not me. I'm partying with my books. I want to study. So those sacrifices that you made have brought you here. There may have been times, graduates, where you might have felt all alone, questioning why you're doing this. And whilst you may have been alone, you were never truly alone. As we say here in KwaZulu-Natal, umuntu ngamuntu ngabantu. A person is a person because of people. And some of your people are here today. Some are in the hall, some are watching online, and others are with us in spirit. So graduates, I'm going to ask you to help me to help you to show appreciation and to give thanks. So please, could all of our adaptive graduates stand and turn to your right and give a round of applause to your family, your friends, and your loved ones to say thank you for the love and support over this academic journey. And then, graduates, please face the stage and say thank you to the Faculty of Accounting and Informatics and your departments for the support and encouragement over the years. And finally, graduates, here's your chance to raise your mortarboards, lift your hands, and make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, to our adaptive graduates from the Faculty of Accounting and Informatics, make some noise! Congratulations. Thank you, adaptive graduates. You may be seated. Thank you for the celebration and the applause. Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at the end of this morning's graduation ceremony. To deliver the congratulatory remarks and the vote of thanks, once again, it's my pleasure to welcome the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Accounting and Informatics, Professor Oludeo Olugbara.
Thank you, Program Director. The Chairperson of the University Council in absentia, the Vice-Chancellor, members of Council here present, members of Executive Committee, members of Student Representative Council, 2025 adaptive graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely appreciate endless sacrifices, unwavering support, and unconditional love of parents that have made the achievement of these adaptive graduates possible. The purpose of this event is to celebrate the tremendous accomplishments of our adaptive graduates for their diligence and perseverance to achieve the university graduation requirements in terms of character built on our values and principles, and learning created upon our philosophies of education. Our creativity and innovation shape adaptive graduates who transform society. We believe that they are entering society to contribute to the economy, be engaged citizens, and act with social justice and diversity. Congratulations as you enter the next chapter in your life, which is certainly the beginning of more great success stories. Dear adaptive graduates, we are currently experiencing a new form of pandemic called the artificial intelligence, AI pandemic. The pandemic will not kill all of us like COVID-19. Instead, it will increase efficiencies and productivity, improve decision-making process, enhance safety in high-risk jobs, enhance healthcare services, boost innovation, make services more accessible, create new socio-economic opportunities, augment human capability, and resolve complex global issues like climate change and food insecurity, rather than replacing human entirely. The disruptive effect of AI is pervasive and contagious. For example, Edi Rama, the Prime Minister of Albania, recently appointed Daila, the world's first AI-generated woman minister, to tackle state corruption and hate innovation in his cabinet. AI is undoubtedly one of the greatest pandemic and innovation of our time. If human beings fail to be responsible, AI will take over their responsibility to give us a better society, anticipating in future. I challenge you all, therefore, to demonstrate dignity and value by rapidly adapting to new environments and embracing continuous learning and innovation towards contributing to creating better future. Conclusively, I sincerely thank all participants who have made this event an outstanding success. I appreciate the university support units for coordinating this successful event. Finally, I thank everyone for making the time to be with us, despite your tight schedule. Thank you and have a wonderful weekend, which starts tomorrow.
Thank you for those wonderful words, Professor Olugbara. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes, we'll be singing the national anthem of the Republic of South Africa. There is protocol attached to the singing of the national anthem, and I'll take you through the protocol just to refresh your memories. If I could please ask all the gentlemen, when we stand to sing the national anthem, could all the men remove their headgear at the time? Ladies, Protocol allows you to keep your hats, caps, scarves, and headgear on, but gentlemen, we'll have to remove that. If you are able to, we request that you stand to sing the national anthem, and it's our national anthem, so feel free to sing along with us. At the end of the national anthem, please remain standing. At that point, our Vice-Chancellor and Principal, Professor Mtembu, will officially dissolve this morning's congregation, which will mark the end of our graduation ceremony. Before we sing the national anthem, I just want to remind all of our adaptive graduates that the Center for Quality Promotion and Assurance, the CQPA, is conducting a graduate survey for all of our adaptive graduates. Please, when you receive the SMS and the link, click on it. It'll take you a few minutes. Importantly, it will help the university, and we thank you in advance for participating in our graduate survey from the Center for Quality Promotion and Assurance. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could now please invite the congregation and my colleagues on stage to stand for the singing of the national anthem of the Republic of South Africa, and if the congregation could please stand as we prepare to sing the anthem. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations to all of our adaptive graduates, and may God bless you and God bless South Africa.
Now, before I dissolve this congregation, may I just thank everyone in this hall, especially our adaptive graduates, their families and friends, for having allowed this ceremony to proceed with dignity and the decorum it deserves. I have no doubt that our adaptive graduates, as the definition of an adaptive graduate goes, that they will initiate, they will influence, and at the least, they will respond and react to changes in the world and the challenges they bring forth by providing solutions to all of those challenges of the world, not only here within South Africa, but the real world out there, all across the universe. Thank you very much. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I now dissolve this congregation of the Durban University of Technology. Thank you very much.